Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my monthly vlog for April. I completely skipped February and March because we had a baby and what was going on in my life in those 2 months just really revolved around having a baby and postpartum. So now that we're in April, finding our groove again, I figured that I would restart these monthly kind of life updates, what's going on kind of vlogs. To start the month, we are heading across the country this month for my brother's wedding. I am stressed. I am a stressful traveler. At the end of the day, I believe it will be a good trip. We're doubling it as a vacation. We've been wanting to go. We're flying from California to Kentucky. We're going to go to the Creation Museum, the Ark Encounter, and then we're going to start off in Tennessee at Pigeon Forge. So it's been a trip we've been wanting to take for a long time. Now it's just the opportunity to do it, but I am stressed. I am terrified of flying. I actually like flying. Like, I like the feeling of flying. I am terrified of being up in the air with no control over the aircraft and not knowing anyone on the plane. Now, yes, my whole family's traveling together, so it makes it nice, but still, I'm like absolutely terrified. Like, worst case scenarios constantly going through my head, so it just scares the heck out of me. And I'm a homebody. I don't like traveling. I'm such a stressful traveler. All of the things I feel like has to go into traveling, the planning, the packing, the making sure everyone has what they need, while also not overpacking and trying to figure out just all the logistics of it. It just stresses me out. So I am very much just like on edge. I'm letting my family plan the trip. I'm like, when you plan it, I'll just follow suit. But still, I'm dreading to my core going on this trip. Even though I'm hopeful that we'll get there and it will be a very fun trip. I'm really hopeful that it'll be a trip I'm glad I took. And I'm glad we got to take the family too. But I want nothing more than to just keep my feet on the ground and to just be home. I mean, that right there, it's... So yeah, I'm in the middle of packing. I've got a couple of nice dresses I'm bringing. Trying to make sure everyone has what they need for the wedding and trying to make sure that we're not overdoing it in terms of how much we're packing, because I, by nature, am an overpacker. So we'll see where we actually end up. So I know I am 1000% overpacking for both me and the kids. My plan here is to pack everything I think would work, and then to eliminate what I feel like I can. I just want to get it all out in one place so I can see it and visualize it. I also have my carry-on, which this has all of my makeup and my hair tools in it. And then I'll have my backpack, baby's diaper bag. Kids all have backpacks for entertainment, which I have yet to pack still, but we're still trying to get last-minute things together for it. It has been a hot minute since I got on camera. I think in the last clip I was working on packing for our trip. We did get back about a week ago. I didn't get as much footage as I would have hoped to have gotten. I got caught up in just doing everything, but I do have some pictures that I'll insert throughout the remainder of this video, as well as any kind of video clips I did get. But let's just start with the trip. The plane ride was actually really good. Yeah, I was definitely in panic mode, but we got through it. I did get stopped by TSA, and I think it's because right before I went through, I had made a formula bottle and I had formula on my hands, and like through those like little sticky things that they put on your hands to check for toxins. It came up in a red flag, so I had the baby on my chest, and I got the whole pat down. And we barely made it to our flight in time, but thankfully we did. Unfortunately, the airport, the front desk did not open with a whole lot of time to spare before the flight, so that was frustrating, at least when we got there to leave. But once we got on the plane, it was fine. It was a relatively easy flight. The layover was easy. We had a bunch of stuff. I'll try to insert a photo, but the amount of luggage we had, carry-ons, bags we had was ridiculous. We weren't just flying with just our little family, but we had a bunch of my family with us. We just like to travel together. It's easier that way. So thankfully for every child, there was an adult to help. So the amount of things were per person wasn't too bad. It was just the amount of stuff altogether. It was actually pretty funny. So we flew into Tennessee. We did Pigeon Forge. We did the Wonderworks Museum. We did a couple other things. I didn't care for Pigeon Forge. Nothing I felt like I couldn't see at home. So I wouldn't do it again. The idea of it is neat because it's supposed to be a town with a bunch of theme parks and attractions, and like that's the whole town's worth. I think if you were a local there, I think that would be something really fun to do. Like that would be neat to have a town closer to home. But to travel there for a vacation spot, not ideal. I mean, there was a roller coaster ride we enjoyed, a couple museums that we went to. Personally, I'm not a fan of museums myself, but what we did do, like, it was fine. It was cute. But I was happy to be done with Pigeon Forge. And from there, well, so actually we did have one, what I would consider kind of a nice experience. We went to it's like a knife store, and they were selling off like real dinosaur bones and stuff, and we got to talking to a lady who was super friendly with all the kids there, and showing us like all these neat things. You could tell she was really enjoying that with the kids. And yeah, the little roller coaster ride was good. But the house we were in at the time, it was a log cabin. It was like 4 stories high. It was massive, but again, the way the layout of the house was not my favorite. Like, I was definitely worried about somebody falling down the stairs. Thankfully I was able to stay on the main floor with the baby, but still I was ready to be done with that house too. Anyway, we went from Pigeon Forge, took a road trip from there to Kentucky where my brother got married. That's when I feel like the fun really started happening. So every family had their own car, which was nice. We were all able to go at our own pace. Poor baby girl, she was so done traveling. She was just tired of being in that car seat. But once we got into Kentucky, she actually started enjoying the trip. On the road trip, we stopped, went to the Kentucky Horse Park, which was neat. Again, nothing I didn't feel like I could have seen at home. It probably would have been neat to do the Kentucky Derby. That is kind of on my list, just because you get to wear cool hats, and that's literally my entire motivation to want to go do that and just have a new experience. I think that would be fun. But it was the Kentucky Horse Park was like retired racehorses. That was neat. It was cute. Very family friendly, which was nice. Oh, and Pigeon Forge was family friendly, so I will give it that. Everything there was very cohesive to everybody. But then, yeah, the horse park, got to see some horses up close. It was a good day. And from there we got to the house we were staying in. And so all together my family rented this massive house on a lake. There was 2 houses in it. We put all the grandmas in one house and all the parents in the other house. My sister met us there a few days later. And that was fun. Doing everything with all the kids was fun. The first day we went to the Ark Encounter. We got a little behind the scenes tour of the zoo. Got to feed some animals. We got to feed lemurs and sloths. That was fun. That was cute. Like, I'm not one to get up close and personal with animals like that, but that was actually a really cool experience. And after that, we went into Noah's Ark. That was amazing. It has been on our bucket list for a while now. We always knew at some point that we wanted to go visit the Noah's Ark encounter from Answers in Genesis, and this was the time. It was so neat. I do have some footage that I will be entering, and just being able to watch it, like, for someone who does not like museums, I liked this one. I love how Ken Ham and the Answers in Genesis really brought Noah's Ark to life. It was so neat to see how everything could have fit, could have been, the lifestyle that could have been there. And the entire thing, and everything pointed to Christ, pointed to Jesus. There was a segment about life before the flood and how bad it really was, and it really just brought to light, like, what was going on during those times. And, like, I highly, highly recommend it. If you have kids of all ages, go to the Noah's Ark encounter in Williamstown, Kentucky. Very, very good. Highly, highly recommend doing that. The following day, our little family unit went to the Creation Museum. I had been there once before, but it was many years ago. This was like 15 years or so ago. And that was cute. Not as good as the Ark Encounter, but still really, really good. There was a lot to do there. We actually ran into a friend over there, so that was fun. It actually worked out in our schedules that we got to meet up with a good friend of ours and hang out. We were able to meet up with her on a down day, and she happened to have a free day that day, so always fun to catch up with some old friends. We didn't think we were going to get that kind of time with her, and I'm thankful that we did. But the Creation Museum itself, it was cool. Again, if you really want to, like, do a deep dive into Genesis, do the Creation Museum and the Noah's Ark encounter. We are looking at curriculum at the gift shop, so I've got some ideas of what I want to implement into the following school year, which we'll just order online here in the next few months. And then after that, it was pretty much just downtime. My sister and her family came, so all the kids got to have fun together. The house we rented, again, was just massive. I'll insert some photos. Just all of the kids together in one spot on one lake. They all learned to fish. The little ones learned to fish. Some of the men who've never fished before learned how to fish, and just kind of chilling out. Like, I felt like Pigeon Forge was go, go, go. And then once we got to, like, day 3 of being in Kentucky, then we got to have some downtime before we had wedding stuff. We had a rehearsal dinner like 3 days before my brother's wedding. And after that, and then 4 days later, we had the wedding, which was cute. It was nice. I got a new sister-in-law. And, yeah, it was just good hanging out with family, and then family who came to visit. We all got to see some people we haven't seen in a long time, so it was nice to catch up with many people traveling there, getting together in one place, family members, and just having fun with everyone. A couple more things I did forget to mention about our trip that I really wanted to mention, just some fun moments that we had. But my sister and I, we got to take my mom out to Indian food. We convinced her to try it. She did, and she didn't hate it. She actually kind of liked it. For years, we've been trying to convince her to go try Indian food, and she finally did it. It worked out to where my sister, my aunt, my mom, and a couple of ladies from my sister-in-law's family went to go get our nails done, and then my sister and I decided that we wanted to go get Indian food, so we took my mom and aunt out. So that was a whole lot of fun. Yeah, we got our nails done. They're still intact. I just got some gold. They matched with my dress, so I did my nails and toes the same. My sister got some gorgeous nails, bright pink, with a flower detailing on it. Those were super cute. The day of the wedding, as well as rehearsal, my sister and I were able to help get everyone ready, so that was a lot of fun, doing hair and makeup on all the girls in my family, as well as my mom, all the little girls. That was just a lot of fun. Some more fun bonding experiences. Again, all of that just adds to the memories of it. Just getting ready together. We weren't a part of the wedding party or anything. We just stayed and got ready at the house But again, just so much fun just doing some of that stuff with the woman and just getting to bond on that deeper level. The trip as a whole, it was good. A little bit stressful. It definitely had its moments of high stress, but it was good. And then we flew home, and that was actually a really easy flight. It was pretty smooth for the most part. Everything was good. My 2-year-old loves flying. She giggled during takeoff and landing, throughout, like, on the flight there and on the flight home. We had layovers both times, and she just loved takeoff and landing. And I'm like, yeah, you are my child. As much as I don't like flying, I do enjoy the feeling of taking off and landing, which is really weird considering that I'm the one who's like, why are we flying? Why can't we road trip this thing? But I do enjoy the feeling of flying. Oh, and another thing I discovered, this was while we were in Pigeon Forge, because we did a roller coaster. It was a very mild, like very child-friendly roller coaster, but I had not been on a roller coaster since before I had kids, so it's been a long time. I discovered that I still have my love for roller coasters. So I told my husband, he was very happy because we've been trying to go to a theme park, and then I just keep telling him, I'm like, I'm not ready, I don't think I can do it anymore. And I figured out that I can, because after that roller coaster was done, I was wanting more, and so I am happy that that side of me is still there. I honestly thought I lost the side of me who loves to go fast and do things like that, and I'm so happy that I did. But anyway, I was glad when our plane landed to come home, and when our plane touched the ground at the airport closest to us, I was so happy. I was so happy. I was exhausted. We are about a week later now, actually exactly a week later, and I cannot for the life of me catch up on sleep. Like, the first night there, we all slept for like 12 plus hours, kids included. But I have not been able to catch up on sleep, and I'm like at this point now where I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I catch up on sleep? And I'm still fighting. I'm like trying to find ways to like get my energy up, because I'm like, I need to get to a certain time of day so I'm not completely worn out midday. Yeah, I think a lot of it is the jet lag. But still, I'm like, I should be better at this. Like, the jet lag there wasn't as bad as it was coming home. Like, it was awful coming home, and we did okay going over there, but yeah, so I'm still trying to catch up. Anyway, that is my April vlog. I'm gonna leave it there. The month of April. Happy to be home now. I'm happy for my brother and his new wife. And the trip was good. Stressful. There were definitely a lot of stressful parts, but overall it was a good trip. And we made some good memories, and that's the fun of it. Fun in the chaos, and I think that's a lot of what it was. It was, the best memories were the moments where it was most hectic. But it was having everybody together in one spot, enjoying life together, seeing friends and family that we haven't seen in a long time was really, really good. And so that I am thankful for, and I'm thankful that we got to take that trip. I am home now. I am happy that I do not have to travel anytime soon, at least not flying. At least for the foreseeable future. I mean, who knows what'll happen when, where. I mean, Lord only knows what's gonna go on in our lives. Thankfully, it's all in Lord's hands and not in our own. But at least for right now, at least I don't have to worry about traveling anytime soon for the foreseeable future anyway. If you are new here, I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle. My goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty, as well as my love for Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. If that's what you're into, hit that subscribe button. If not, if you still want to stick around, hit that subscribe button. And I have been out of my routine because of the traveling, so I'm just trying to get back into it. It's been a while since I posted anything, or at least since I've been filming, so I'm just trying to find the groove again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.